All right, what's going on, guys? It is Monday, June 1st. We are halfway through the year here, and Americans have shockingly hired their income more now than during pre-COVID. So let's break down kind of what's going on here in April here real quick, because as you can see in the description, right, it's like the old times where we were putting money in the freezers, right? So despite 41 million jobs lost in the past 10 weeks and a stunning 15% unemployment ratio, American households' savings and personal income posted record increases in April, right? Like literally record high numbers of people's income going up and people's savings accounts going up as well. And so I know that can be a little bit confusing, but it also makes sense at the same time. So check out some of these stats here in April, right? So you have consumer spending, which plunged 13.6%, which is a big start. So the biggest monthly decline in record on history. So not surprisingly, giving the nationwide lockdowns, Americans mainly spent on only the essentials that were needed during kind of the economic uncertainty. But here's an interesting part. Personal income jumped 10.5%. What the hell is going on, right? And so part of this is thanks to $1,200 stimulus checks from the government, right? If people are claiming unemployment benefits, you'll see that jump $600 per week right now. And according to a new study, 68% of unemployed workers who can receive benefits that are eligible for payments are actually larger than their original salaries, right? So people, because of this, that are qualify and are taking advantage of the stimulus and the unemployment benefits are actually receiving more by not working than they were working before. There's one stat that I noticed that wages and salaries actually fell about 8%. But that was more probably of an offset by unemployment and stimulus checks. So people made more money this April than last April on average, which is kind of crazy to think about. Here's was the last part that I wanted to touch on here is that personal savings rate soared to 33% in April, meaning Americans saved 33% of their disposable income, which is an all-time high. That's a dramatic increase when you think of in March, it was 12.7%. And we've more than quadrupled from February of 8.2%. And look, this is not a shock to anybody. Americans are historically terrible savers, right? The United States is more of a consumerist, a debt-loving country with inequality, right? That has many living on the financial edge of being that paycheck to paycheck. 78% of U.S. workers prior to this were living paycheck to paycheck in January of 2019. And this was kind of eye-opening to me that around 40% of U.S. households wouldn't be able to come up with a $400 bill for an emergency expense. Wow, that was kind of eye-opening to me. So now that jobs and economic stability are far from a sure thing, right? Americans are turning around and saving as a survival instinct in a time of crisis right now. Now, here's the big takeaway from this, right? Whatever you think about this, good or bad, right? The takeaway is that too much savings could actually hurt the economy in the long run. A prolonged period of extra savings and conservative spending will slow the economic rebound as well. So you're not buying is someone else is not earning at the end of the day. So it's crucial, right, that the enhanced unemployment benefits, the small business loans, keeping many afloat, start to run dry in July. So we need to have some sort of combo of economic reopening, COVID outbreak control, and more government emergency assistance. So we got to start thinking about that and thinking about that fast. So those are just some stats for the week, some things that I thought were really interesting. If you guys need anything, call, text, or email. I'm going to post a few things a little bit later today on the real estate market rebounding and some of the numbers and stats and how we can take advantage of that as well. So I love you guys. I thank you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good one.